I know you see everybody comparing you to NBA Youngboy. What you think about that?
I don't know why they compare me to him. I don't sound like him. They say I look like him and shit. I don't see this shit neither.
Now the internet has compared these two time and time again, and there were even rumors of beef, but NLE CHOPPA, he came forward to clear the air, citing NBA Youngboy as his favorite rapper.
Like you trying to beef with Youngboy? Cuz, when the have I ever said I'm trying to beef with Youngboy? Let me know. Youngboy my favorite rapper.
Even in our Before They Were Famous video made last week on CHOPPA, well, the comments were flooded again comparing him to Youngboy, and even when interviewed by XXL, well, when he was asked who his style has been compared to, well, he said this. Who you think? I know you know, it's so annoying. They say NBA Youngboy. They say I look like him, sound like him, stand like him, dress like him. They say my hair's like his. Everything around me is compared to Youngboy. With so many people comparing these two, it seems like the internet is hoping that there would be beef. Now there were even those stating that CHOPPA, he put out some kind of diss track.
I said you made a diss. You dumb as f. That was a leaked song, fool. When did I diss him?
Man, that's I already got a video for it.
I'm retarded as hell, cuz.
So it appears that there is no real beef. Even still, the comparisons between the two artists is a bit of an elephant in the room situation. You can't deny they look a lot alike, both are from the South, and they got started in their mid-teens. So before idols become rivals, we thought we'd have a little fun and compare these two against one another in a good old-fashioned versus video. Now we're going to face them off against one another in a head-to-head matchup with 3 rounds, and in the last one, will you guys have your say on who is the true victor? We'll be running a poll above my head, and that's where you can vote. My name, of course, is Michael McCrudden. You know me as the Before They Were Famous guy, and I feel like I need to add a little disclaimer to this video. For the celebrities who will likely end up watching this video, we mean no disrespect. You have reached the level of fame and recognition, and we make these videos in jest. Just, you know, having a little bit of fun. Seriously, people get a little bent out of shape. I mean, it's the internet. We're just having a little bit of fun. Now, I could make versus videos until the cows come home, so if you have any suggestions for a future matchup, sound off in the comments down below. The list is endless. Kanye versus Kim, FaZe Tfue versus PewDiePie, or Ninja, or anyone, or me versus, ooh, that'd be juicy. All right, let's get into this versus video. Round 1, fight! Round 1, let's talk about their clout, and by that I mean their numbers over on social media. Now both these boys, they have a habit of deleting their posts off of Instagram. Now once upon a time, Youngboy, he deleted everything, but I'm happy to report he is back on the gram. Although his cameraman, he needs to stop messing with him.
Hey, it's a video. It's a video.
Now despite having mass deleted everything, well, NBA Youngboy, he boasts 6.6 million followers for his 14 posts. His YouTube channel has 4.9 million subscribers with over 3 billion views, and he's got another 1.6 million followers over on Twitter. Now those are some tough numbers to beat. Now Youngboy, he's been in the game since 2015, so he's got a bit of a head start. CHOPPA, he's sitting on 1.1 million Instagram followers at the time of this recording. And he actually gave me a little shout out when we did his Before They Were Famous. Much appreciated. Now CHOPPA's YouTube channel, it boasts 500,000 subscribers with over 70 million views. Now I couldn't confirm which is his actual Twitter account. It looks like it's NLE CHOPPA 1, which has 9,000 followers. Now if you pump both of their names into Google Trends, well, NBA Youngboy, he's on top and he stays there. So despite the hype, well, CHOPPA, he has a ways to go to catch up to Youngboy. And you know, the numbers game, they don't lie. So anyway, I don't think he's too upset. It looks like the kid's having a blast.
I just want to start by here and saying, I love life. I do.
So for round 1, I gotta give the W to Youngboy. Round 2, fight! For round 2, we're gonna talk about their headlines. Now recently both, they've been giving back to their communities that they've come from. CHOPPA paid a visit to Douglas K-12 school to meet with his old principal and motivate the children.
Check out my old principal, man.
Hey, this kid used to stay in trouble in my home.
Oh, man, I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And Youngboy, he was seen at a homeless shelter giving food to those who have none. But of course, it hasn't always been good news. Now, Youngboy, he spent time in jail for attempted first-degree murder charges in 2017, and he was indicted for charges of aggravated assault and kidnapping in early 2018 after footage surfaced of the rapper allegedly assaulting his girlfriend, Janae Jackson. Now, these legal issues, they've slowed down some major mainstream press coverage for the young rapper, but it certainly hasn't stopped his trajectory as an artist. As for NLE CHOPPA, well, the most controversial thing to hit the headlines from him, well, it's been the ban on his usage of guns.
The police called me, my mother, and my whole family. They call every one of us every day. Hey, we might come lock him up. He's 16. He has more guns than the U.S. Army.
Now, I got no idea where this kid has got his hands on so many weapons. He's used them frequently on Instagram and in his music videos, but in the time since, he's decided to distance himself from this image. He wants to appeal to more brands and sponsors, but every now and then he will show up on IG Live with what is clearly a fake gun with an orange cap on the tip. Just, because, old habits die hard. Right? That's the saying, right? Old habits die hard. I don't know. Now, I mean no disrespect to Youngboy, but it seems like CHOPPA has a good head on his shoulders. I know his mom, she stepped into the role of management, and, well, she ain't messing around. So for this round, I gotta give CHOPPA the W.
Round 3, fight!
Alright, for round 3, we're gonna talk about their music. Now, NBA Youngboy, he released 4 mixtapes: Life Before Fame, Mind of a Menace 2, and Before I Go. And this was before a major breakout moment came in 2017 with 38 Baby, which featured Boozy Badass and Kevin Gates. Now, since then, he's released 8 solo mixtapes, 2 collaborative projects, and 3 EPs. In 2017, he signed a rumored $2 million 5-album deal with Atlantic Records, and he dropped his debut studio album, Until Death Call My Name. Now, NBA Youngboy, he has landed himself on the Billboard Hot 100 10 times, and his album, it peaked at number 7. It's over on YouTube, where he is a juggernaut with a handful of videos surpassing 100 million views. In comparison, NLE CHOPPA, he's no slouch. His single Shot of Flow, it propelled CHOPPA from number 16 to number 11 on the Billboard's Emerging Artist charts. And the song and video, well, they currently have 38 million views on YouTube, while the song's sequel, Shot of Flow 2, it's got another 22 million in just 2 months. Now, there was a bidding war between every major label to sign CHOPPA, but he decided to stay independent, turning down a reported $3 million, so his music, well, it will remain his own. Now, depending on how you look at things, this might make him the actual winner in the long run. But for now, I need you guys to decide who is the true victor in the poll above my head. Alright guys, this wraps up this video here on Versus. Our video on NLE CHOPPA, it exploded, and back when we did Youngboy a couple months ago, it was also a big hit. So we decided to bring them together for a Versus. But we could do Versus on anyone under the sun. We need your suggestions in the comments down below. Thanks for all of you guys who participated in the poll, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, what are you waiting for? I mean, we ain't quitting. I'm doing this every day. It's every day, bro. I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!